Self-discipline. Disciplining yourself. One of the hardest things to do, yet but necessary for self-improvement and for betterment. You know what I'm saying? Just speaking from experience, with the lack of discipline, it takes a longer time to get where you want to be. You know what I'm saying? But there's, without excuses, you know? It may sound like excuses, but there's so much obstacles and so much things that goes on in your life. Sometimes you don't make the right choices, and that kind of throws you off a little bit. Speaking from experience, like I said. But just disciplining yourself and on that focus and knowing what you want to do with yourself and just the position you want to be in. It takes up to you to see it and want to be it. You know what I mean? So you got to discipline yourself in order to accomplish anything that you set for yourself. Life is a trip, man. Life's a journey. But the journey depends on you, though. And all them decisions you got to make, you know what I mean? All them choices that comes up, what you choose to do. Can't blame nobody. Can't have no excuses. Just got to read the situation that you're in, you know what I mean? Not everything's going to be perfect, but gonna give you a chance to get some understanding of things. The more understanding you get, the more better choices and you can make in them decisions, man. That comes up every day in life. Good morning. But at the end of the day, it takes that discipline to stay on that focus, to get where you want to be. CLP. I'm just walk and talk. People just out and about, man. The golf course is full today. Like 7:30 in the morning. Because I like to walk early and get going, get my day going early. The sun is out. Yeah, walking is essential, man, for life, for health. Just feeling better overall. What I always say, movement is important. Movement is vital for what you're trying to accomplish. You know what I mean? But that's for another walk and talk. Movement. And this, that's just a whole bunch of talks on that. But today's talk is definitely vital. I always say it's important to have a discipline. You know what I mean? Disciplining yourself for life. So you can stay focused on the mission, on your goal, which is accomplishing your goal, bettering your situation, bettering your life, put yourself in a better situation than you are now. You know what I mean? No more stress, no more worries, just all focus, tunnel vision on the mission. But easier said than done though, because people can talk their shit. Thinking of something, talking about something, you know what I mean? Then you have to put the work in and figure it out. Well, you can say piece of cake until you got to do it. It's like meditation. You ever try meditating? Now, who know what I'm talking about understand that when you first start out, that's one of the hardest things to do. Settle the mind. Why is that? Why is it so hard? But it seems so simple. Because you're dealing with yourself now. Dealing with you, you're not dealing with nobody else like exterior. You're dealing with interior. Instead of the interior is topsy-turvy when you're trying to sit still. Because if you sit still and try not to think, you won't be thinking. You know what I mean? And that's more like the spiritual activities that's going on around you, from your soul to the spirits that's here with you, the energy that's around. You know what I mean? So that's how the spirits communicate to you, through your mental, through your thoughts, through your mind, and how you think. You know what I mean? Because the ancestors, people that passed on are still here. The energy is still here. It's all mixed in this one consciousness. And that's how come you can hear certain things. So when you can't steady your mind, is everything coming? You have to block it out, and that's what meditation do. You block everything that's coming to you, and you stay within control of yourself. And that's one of the hardest things to do, meditation. You know what I mean? But it's necessary though. Just like disciplining yourself is necessary. It's like this game of life being played, and there's so much unspoken rules to this stuff. There's so much unspoken rules to life that you have to figure it out. In order for you to win, you have to play the game. You know what I mean? You can just live and keep going and go, and whatever happens. You can play the scenic route and do what's actually taught or told to you. But if you're vibrating on a higher vibration, you can look into it and see where that vibration takes you. But it's going to take a discipline to keep that focus. And the high vibration is just being a creative person, because once you have ideas and thoughts, and to bring forth that and put into reality, like what I always say, your talent is what's going to give it that bag. Your talent is what's going to put you into that position you want to be in for the life you want to live in, where you want to take yourself. Because there's so many levels to life. You know what I mean? But there's a process of conquering each level and leveling up. Comes with understanding, comes with knowing what you're doing, and the experience that you pick up along the way as you're learning, because you put yourself in that position to get things done. You know what I'm saying? But it takes a discipline of the self to really move in your mission. With all the self-doubt, you know what I mean? Negativities around, and just the straight fear of survival, because life is not the easiest thing, especially if you don't have it down packed straight. It's just going to be up and down. But people do get it straight, because they see how people's lives are. But at the end of the day, you do want to be looking at other people's lives. You want to look at your life and see what you're doing in your life. You know what I mean? Today's build is just about discipline. You know? Because even when you know you got to discipline yourself, if you've been on discipline for so long, then guess what? It's going to be hard to get disciplined when there's bad practices. And that's where the honesty with yourself comes in. You know? Especially if you're a certain age. I'm 41, so I got to be honest with myself. I can't front with myself no more. I can't act like I know everything. Well, it ain't going according to the plans. You know what I mean? So these walking talks kind of get back on track in the situation I'm in. And also I can just build with y'all people in the world, and we all can build and put ourselves in a better situation. You know what I'm saying? Because we all want to be successful. And I know I am for sure, over and over, you hear me say that. And that's why these walking talks can help people that's in that same mood, that same temperature, want to be successful, May not be successful up to this point, but keep going and keep pushing and keep trying to figure it out. And that's what it's all about in this game of life. To win is to play, and to play is to go in. Go hard, necessary, you know what I mean? But be smart about it, because resting is important. It's a very important key. So as you get older, you want to work smarter, you know, not harder, but you want to work smart and hard, but you don't want to stress yourself out. And if anything is stressing you out, ease back and figure a way where you don't have to do stress. Incorporate a more relaxing. I'm realizing that because stressing someone don't really help. It actually pushes it away. You know what I mean? When you stress and worrying about something, it actually makes it harder to get, because now you're just focusing on that, where there's so many things to worry about every day. And not even a worry, but so many things to deal with in life on the regular, every day. You know what I mean? But discipline, necessary. What y'all think? Drop a comment on and let me know. You know what I'm saying? Discipline yourself, y'all. You know what I mean? You see? It don't matter how old you are. It don't matter position you are. No matter where you are. It's all about what you want. You know what I'm saying? And especially if you're not in that position in life that you want to be in. It's about that time where things have changed up, but for the better, not for the stressor. You know what I'm saying? You want to get to a point where you ain't stressing shit, but you're just building on top of what you already got. And that's what it's all about, man. Making the best of this life and understanding this life and realizing what this life's about. Now the game that we gotta play is about survival and positioning. You know what I mean? And you already know who got situation set, want to keep their settings. Because if you're winning and you got money coming in and you're running shit, you want to keep that position. So you got to keep everybody at odds. But you know things can be better, but you have to discipline yourself in that mindset of knowing that you're going to do better. Knowing that you want to do better. Shit, if you're in a jail right now, knowing that when you get out, you ain't gonna stop your progress and stop your life. Fuck that. You're gonna build and add to the thing. You know what I mean? Whew. Discipline. Very vital for success. You know what I'm saying? Discipline is a simple word, but apply is a major word to everything you're doing in life. You know what I mean? Just every day. Focus, determined. Morning. And just know that you can do what it is, whatever you choose. The sky's the limit in this world. You know what I mean? Discipline yourself. Discipline yourself. Do whatever you want. And just take it from there. You know what I mean? Sky's the limit, y'all. But it takes that discipline and know what you want and know what you about and keep it at, and don't go changing when things not looking right and looking good. You know what I mean? Don't go switching it up. At least switching your character up or you up. Because if you do this, nah. It's just about moving in decisions and choices and setting these steps up, you know what I mean? The chess game. setting your steps up that you're gonna make. But that discipline will do that for you. And if you're disciplining yourself and knowing that you're gonna accomplish that goal, then you're gonna win by any means necessary, Malcolm. You know what I mean? I repeat certain things over and over. That way, it becomes a way of life, to go get in life. But it takes that discipline, though. CLP, walk and talk. You know what I mean? Out here. Yeah, I'll go as far as to say anything in life, it takes a discipline. You know what I'm saying? It takes a discipline. That's just like, let's say this. The formulas for a math problem, solving an issue, you know what I'm saying? And how you notice the issue and you stay dedicated to the main problem. Now, with the respect of the main problem, you're trying to solve that issue. And the main problem is the topic, and you're doing a bunch of this and that to figure out why the outcome is the outcome that you want to change. So how you stay disciplined to that topic until you're successful to change it, that's life right there in a nutshell. You know what I mean? Walk and Talk 2022. CLP. Talking about discipline, y'all. Disciplining yourself is one of the hardest things to do. But it's necessary for success. It's necessary for your success. You know what I'm saying? And also give you a different perspective. Want to change your mindset. You know what I mean? It's crazy, man. Disciplining yourself is so necessary, but yet so hard to accomplish. And you can't even get down on yourself too bad, because how things are set, the settings, the setup of things, man, of reality itself, make it so hard to get yourself disciplined. When so many different distractions are here to get you off course of what you're trying to do. So much distraction in reality, and you can't have an excuse for failure, because that's just accepting losing and accepting the reality of it. And you know what I mean? You don't want that to be your life. Then what are you going to show the kids? If you have kids, I have kids. So what are you going to show the kids in life? That it is true, obstacles are here, and you know what, don't worry about it, just suffer in life and go through the schedule in life, and whatever you want, don't even think of it. That's what the message is going to send to young kids. When because of obstacles and all these things out here, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what's in front of you. You know what I'm saying? You can always go around the thing, go under the thing, and go over the obstacle, whatever it is that's stopping you from your progress, that's cutting your progress short. You know what I'm saying? What starts with yourself. Look within yourself, understanding that person, which is you. You know what I mean? So even when it's hard to discipline and hard to stay in that form that you wore, but it's all right. It's okay. It's just the thought gives you enough energy to propel you through the next, you know what I mean, downslide when you're stopping and being off course. But with practice, that's why the athletes practice every day. Basically, with practice, you get better at it. And that's where your mind got to set. You got to set your mind. But with work, you know what I mean? But guess what? If you don't know, you don't know. But now you know, you can work at that. You know what I mean? And even though I know these things for years, it's still hard to accomplish when there's so much distraction in your life. But guess what? There's distractions on my life is all focused. No bad relationships, no, you know what I mean? No bad relationship to throw you off course, whether it's with family members or spouses or whatever the case is, job-wise with bosses and stuff. Well, me personally, CLP, I'm in the position of this tunnel vision and getting this life together. 20 years of growing, 20 years of studying, and now we got these podcasts and this, you know. All my thoughts, I've been cultivating everything together. Here we are now, yeah man, we can win in life. I know we can win in life. I've been maintaining this whole time, I've been keeping up this whole time. Now it's about projecting and getting ahead. The downslides, the upslides, it's all part of life. It's all part of understanding and positioning yourself and putting in the work. It's all part, you know what I mean? Everything plays its part. When you look at it, at the end of the day, just that discipline will help. That discipline will keep you going. That discipline will keep traction, keep moving, keep building. The success will be the outcome.